Welcome back to Emulating Messi. There's not actually that long to go in this series now. In today's video I'm holidaying up to the age of 31, then there's going to be two more updates. One where I go until the age of 34, and then the one after that will be until we retire. And I'm afraid to say there's not going to be another extra video today, once again, simply because of time constraints to do with work. I've been very busy the last couple of weeks with work, and I'm also going away for the next few days. There's not going to be another video until the end of next week, most probably. It's my first wedding anniversary. I can't believe where the time has gone over the past year. It's ridiculous. So yes, I'm afraid just a short overview today. No hour and a half long extra video. I know some of you probably look forward to those, but it's a marathon to record, and unfortunately I just don't have the time today to do that. But we will have a look at the players, overview, and go down the list as usual. We'll do 3 seasons in this because they're now 29 at the start of this, and we're going up to the age of 31. So an update for 29, 30 and 31. And as you can see here, I've listed once again from highest current ability all the way down to lowest. So if let's just start off by going down the list, scrolling down, so you can see either your player or the players that you are supporting and egging on in this series. As always, please smash the like button, that'd be much appreciated. Of course, as we progress through the series, inevitably you get less and less interested, or there's less and less people interested in it, but that's just the nature of this series, I guess. But we're now at that stage where this really is our prime. We should be at the peak of our powers, but it's that moment where you're about to fall off the cliff. You get to 30, some players will just drop, other players will carry on for a few years. So it'd be interesting to see who are the players that can keep going into their mid-30s and still play brilliantly and still have a high value. So let's just look through and have a look at a few things. Howardinho, still the highest earner on this save out of our creative players, just ridiculous. You can see there where the money is. Man City and PSG are the teams that play the big bucks, don't they? You look at the value as well. We've still, even though we're 29, there's still Lee Gamble and Broderick and Marcus Grant and Chris Reed and Howardson and Sam Morris. I don't know why I said it that way. That are worth at least £70 million. I think that's the most we've had. Most number of players we've had worth £70 million or more. And they're 29, so next season, 30 years old, will that suddenly drop off? I suspect it will. Not dramatically, but it will go down, I think. Alright, it's inevitable that it will go down. Least valued player, Syria, our old friend at Celta. Never quite got off the ground, did he? He is above certain players with his current ability now, though, so I'm pleased to see that. We've actually now got 2 5-star world reputation players. Peter Polly has been joined by the legend that is Stephen Wolf Jr. So well done to him for finally getting to 5-star world reputation. Lowest world reputation, Your defence is terrified. Man United just don't play him. It is ridiculous why he's still there. I don't understand it. If we look at international caps, Daniel Carter leading the way with 142 caps. Always seems to be Carter and Kelsey that's swapping over that accolade of being the most capped player. There's loads of players with over 100 caps for their country now, as you can see here. Brilliant achievements from these guys. The only player not to be capped is Michael Davies, and I suspect he's never going to get capped for England. It's a shame, but maybe there had to be one player in this series that didn't get capped, and it was him. Goals-wise, Chris Reed is still scoring goals for Canada. 131 goals in 117 games for Canada, who are 51st in the world rankings. That's their team. They just score so many goals, especially Chris Reed. He's just ridiculous. Daniel Carter's 3 off the 100 mark as well, very close. Jack Osborne, 66 goals in 86 games for England. His goal-to-game ratio does appear to have dropped off a bit lately. But still, I think he's probably the highest goal scorer for England, actually, if we just have a look. Yeah, he is, 66 goals. Raheem Sterling is the most capped player. If we go to all-time appearances, Stephen Wolf Jr. has now got above 600 appearances. Johnny Darko's not far behind, as is Lee Gamble as well. There's the least of all-time appearances. Your defence is terrified. 26 all-time appearances. It's just stupid. He's got 84 caps for his country. All-time goals, 353 for Vestergaard, the Norwegian. Paulo Montreux has also broken the 300 goal margin, 313 goals in 509 games for him. What a brilliant ratio that is. If we just look at this season, Haraldsson with the most appearances, most goals, Alex Newton, who's having a fine old time at Manchester City. Kieran Dixon also got 35 goals for Celtic this season. Really good season for them. Look at me. I managed to score 31 goals for Manchester City. 4 off Alex Newton. That is a deadly duo up front. I'm very pleased with that. And looking at the assists, Rui Couto, 26 assists. He's an assist machine. He always seems to finish top. Marcus Grant also playing for Real Madrid, 25 assists. And average rating, we've got 2 players getting over an 8.0 average rating. Marcus Grant has been absolutely brilliant this season. If we just look at him, because I obviously show him in the extra videos, but I don't think I've had a look at him in the overview. He has been an unsung hero of the series. He's been brilliant. 92 caps for Norway, 300 grand a week he's earning. He's worth 70 million. He's been at Real Madrid most of his career after starting at Bournemouth. Brilliant stuff. And there's the current ability. So let's move on to the age of 30. As always, I will have a look at Premier League, all the leagues, World Cup, European Championships, etc. at the end of this episode, and World Golden Ball. That's probably the most important thing. Now we're aged 30 years old. So this is the tipping point, isn't it? Where we start to maybe go a bit downhill. There's only 5 players with 200 current ability actually. It's gone down. It is declining. Marcus Grant down to 199. We've got Kieran Burke, Chris Reed, Alex Williams was on 200 in the last update. So there's a few players that have dropped off. 199 current ability is pretty much the same as 200 anyway. There's not really a noticeable difference. It's just a brilliant accolade to say you got to 200. Stephen Wolf Jr. is back up at 200, by the way, after dropping off for a bit. Lowest is Nasso Mouai, the guy from Niger. Nathan Higgins, second worst. Haven't seen him towards the bottom actually for a while, or ever. Don't really remember him being towards the bottom, but he's dropped off. Draw Defence is terrified. He's got 145 current ability. He's not a bad player at all, but he's just never been played. It's pretty frustrating. Let's look at the wages then. Howardinho, as ever, still 400k a week. Loads of players earning over 300k a week. The lowest wage is Nami Games at Everton, £21,500 a week. Still a very rich man. Value-wise, there's actually 2 players, 71 million. It's now Ben Kearney and Vestergaard worth 71 million. I'm worth 70 million. What's happened? I've suddenly just... I was a late bloomer. I've got to 197 current ability. I'm having a brilliant time now at Manchester City, scoring loads of goals. I had a great time at Napoli. That's where my career really flourished, and a really good first season with Bayern Munich. That really was the turning point for me. And then the last 3 years of Man City, I've just been scoring so many goals every year. Over 39 goals this season. That's impressive. I was pretty much at the bottom of the pecking order at the start. So I'm pleased with that. Chris Reed still up there as well. So much money here. Lowest value is Fibara, the Palermo goalkeeper. World ranking, world reputation, it's still Stephen Wolf Jr. and Peter Polly. Most caps is still Daniel Carter, 148 caps. He's reached the 100 goal margin. Very pleased for him. Elliot Kelsey second. I'm sure there's even more players with 100 caps now for their country. Turkula Blagaga has just reached 100 for Denmark, as you can see there. Lots of players with over 90 caps as well. As our international careers have been phenomenal. Chris Reed, 137 goals in 125 games for Canada. That has actually slowed down a bit, to be honest. He's still 12 goals ahead of his caps though, which is incredible. All-time appearances now, we've got a few players that have reached 600, quite a few that have reached 600 in fact, in the last season. Stephen Wolf Jr. still leading the way. Will he end up winning, or will we have a goalkeeper like Kieran Burke end up being higher because he plays for a bit longer? Time will tell, I guess, but it really is an incredible achievement for all these players to reach 600 all-time club appearances. And Lee at the bottom, terrified. He's made 2 more appearances. Well done. All-time goals, Vestergaard still leading the way. Paulo Montreux, I think, is starting to slow down a little bit. Chris Reed has managed to reach 300 goals as well. 324 goals for him. What a legend he is. Stephen Wolf Jr., 4th best. Players without a goal in their career? As you'd expect, the goalkeepers. I wonder if any goalkeepers have scored a goal. I don't think so. Andreas Egg has never scored a goal in 481 goals. The left back or centre back, and the same as Paul Saunders has 1. So Andreas Egg is the only outfield player never to score a goal. Even Your Defence is Terrified has scored a goal in his 28 games at Manchester United, which is fantastic, really. No, there's no goalkeepers with a goal, unfortunately. Someone should put 20 on penalties or free kick taken. So most appearances this season, Elliot Kelsey actually 59 starts, 4 sub appearances. Nick Hoover 61 starts in goal though for PSG. Goals wise, I was the top goal scorer, 39 goals for me. Wow, unbelievable. Polomantraria, he's not slowing down. He scored 36 goals. I said he was slowing down, no chance. 36 goals. Him and Kieran Dixon's had 2 very good seasons in a row. 36 goals for him. He's had a great career in Scotland. 99 caps for Scotland, 32 goals. But since moving to Celtic, he has scored lots of goals. 29, 27, 27, 37, 35, 36. He is a goal machine lately. After not really a very successful time at all in England. Started at Hearts, scored goals, but next few years he was wasted by a few different Premier League clubs. Well, Man City, really. They loaned him out and he just didn't have a very good time. Assist-wise, Elliot Kelsey top with 23 assists. Then it's Vestergaard, Rui Couto all the way down there with a measly 18 assists this season. Average rating-wise, Howardson is just top every single year. What is up with him? How is he so good? How is his average rating so high? I think I know why. He's a right back. And right backs on this game on FM16 are just completely overpowered. Especially certain types of right backs that have very good crossing, because they get so many assists. It's ridiculous. So yeah, I think that's probably why. He did get 15 assists this season. And yep, that's it. Let's move on to 31 years of age. And here we go. Your Defence is Terrified is the worst player current ability wise at the age of 31. He's dropped down below 140 to 139 current ability. Nasu Muai, he's moved up one to 141. Brilliant stuff. Looking at the best, we've actually gone back up to 6 players with 200 current ability. Howardson, Stephen Wolf Jr., Gamble, Miguel Hernandez, the Mexican goalkeeper, Marcus Gran and Ben Kearney. We haven't looked at Hernandez that much really, but he's the best goalkeeper, current ability wise. 130 caps for Mexico. He's a Manchester City legend. He's been there his whole career. We've actually got quite a few players that have only played for one club, and Hernandez is one of them. He's pretty much been the first team regular ever since 2019. Brilliant career for him. So well done to him. I'm just going to go down the list, but looking at the clubs. As you can see, Arsenal in particular, as always, have a huge number of players. Bayern Munich have 4. We've got Chelsea with quite a few as well. Everton with a few. Barcelona have never had a huge number of our players. They've got 3 at the moment. They've got Torlo the Bosnian. Messi Lionel is still there. Alex Grandage as well. Hull City have 3. Liverpool have quite a few. Man City have loads, as do Man United, as do PSG, and Real Madrid. Real Madrid have had a lot more players than Barcelona on this. Stoke City have always had quite a few players. Swansea only have 2 now. Poor old Richard Sowerby. I mean, I say it every episode, but they just ruined him, and I do feel sorry for him. Spurs have 4 players as well. Wow, Johnny Darko, 400k a week. He's managed to catch up with Howardinho, the only player to do so. Still loads of players earning over £300,000 a week. Value-wise, it has dropped off now that we've got into our 30s. In fact, it's dropped off quite a bit because the top players were £71 million only a year ago, and now they're down to £57 million. So that's quite a big drop. Vestergaard, Broderick, me, and that's it. We're all worth £57 million. And then there's quite a few players still worth over 50 million, as you can see there. Lowest value, Nasu Muai at QPR, £73,000. A few players under $1 million now because they're getting old, and also maybe contracts are expiring. Moving on to world reputation. Oh, Peter Polly. Where is he? He's dropped off. I think he's probably, yeah, he's on 4.5 stars. So finally, he's not a 5-star reputation player now. Maybe he did something a bit dodgy, like some tax evasion or something, and that's why his reputation's gone down. But Stephen Wolf Jr. is top still with 5 stars. Caps-wise, Elliot Kelsey leads the way, 161 caps for England. Daniel Carter has probably retired from he retired from international duty 2 years ago, in fact. So I didn't spot last year that he'd retired. So he's been retired almost for 2 years. So he did get to that 100-goal margin, and then he retired, basically. Kim Jong-pele, 146 caps. Ben Kearney, 144. Sam Morris, also for England. And Stephen Wolf Jr. There's a lot of English players that have got so many caps. Is Elliot Kelsey the most capped England player? Let's find out. Records. It is. 161 caps. Well done to Elliot Kelsey. Because often it's Raheem Sterling that ends up with like 170-odd caps. But he's got above Raheem Sterling. Those are the top players in the country. Mark Paul is on that list, despite the fact he's not got as many caps as everyone else, and he's not even in the team at the moment. Good old Max Spinger is the main England goalkeeper. In fact, I want to see Mark Paul. Where is he? He's got 6 caps. He made 1 more cap since I've last seen him. And Springer has 59 caps, but Spinger is leading the way with 85. Loads of players with over 100 caps. Assume Michael Davies hasn't managed to earn a cap yet. Yeah. The next 2 players, Ethan Rowe, Blissett, English players. Mark Paul as well in the bottom 4, as you can see there. Ollie Grenier for Germany, he's only got 15, but the rest all have over 20 England caps, 20 international caps, which is really good. I mean, Jeremy Corbyn's done very well to get 22 England caps, I would say. And you've got Ferguson there, Liam Ferguson. Where's Alex Newton? 24 goals in 42 games for England. He's done actually pretty well in the end. Prolific goal scorer for club level, and he's prolific for England as well when they do play him. All-time appearances, Stephen Wolf Jr. has got over 700 games under his belt now. Unbelievable from him. Lee Gamble's not far off, as is Johnny Darko. Loads of players with over 600 appearances now. Okay, where's your defence is terrified then? 32 appearances, he's made 6 more. Was it 4 more since we last saw? Maybe only 4. Either way, well done. Everyone else has over 200 club appearances under his belt. I just don't get him. Why did Man United keep him? Why have they kept him? I don't understand. It makes no sense. Why hasn't he left? When's his contract expire? Oh, it's expiring very soon. Please, please don't stay. Move somewhere else. I beg you. All-time goals, Vestergaard is top. 420 goals in 684 games. Paulo Montrero is very close to getting 400 goals as well. Who's going to be the top goal scorer of the series? I think it's going to be pretty close. Chris Reed, 360 goals as well. It's quite a big gap between him and the 4th best goal scorer. This season, Chris Reed made the most appearances actually. Goals wise, Paulo Montrero once again the top goal scorer at 39 goals. And then it's me with 37 goals. Chris Reed, 36. Lots of players with over 30 goals this season. Pancake, good old Pancake, got over 30 goals for Stoke. As did Liam Ferguson. Stoke must have scored a hell of a lot of goals this season. Assist-wise, Youthful David, the Juventus player, 29 assists. Josh Asquith with 27 as well, very good. And average rating-wise, Harrodson gets better and better, doesn't he? 8.29 average rating. Let's look at World Golden Ball then. As you can see there, Stephen Wolf Jr. won it in 2026 with Ben Kearney finishing 2nd. 31-year-old Raheem Sterling 3rd. But then Bernardo Silva managed to win it at the age of 33, so real life player beating ours. Stephen Wolf Jr. was 2nd, but he returned to winning ways. 1st place in 2028. He's been phenomenal. He's won this 4 times. You can't really argue with him being the player of the series, quite simply because of all these awards he's won. Lee Gamble did finish 3rd though, so well done to the Fijian. World Player of the Year, little bit different. Stephen Wolf Jr. did win it the first year with Ben Kearney 2nd, but the last 2 years, Marcos Grande 2nd, Rui Couto 3rd, behind Bernardo Silva. Marcos won it, a Brazilian regen on the game. Looks like a very good player. But his current ability is well below most of our players, 183. But obviously, put in a good performance to win it. 19 goals, 19 assists, 8.04 average rating. Stephen Wolf Jr. second, Marcus Grant third. He's been really good lately. World Team of the Year. Look at this. All our players in there. Let's just go back a couple years. Ben Kearney in there. Daniel Jordan, Sam Morris, Kelsey, Wolf Jr., Messi, Lionel, our old friend, legend. He's the striker in the World Team of the Year. If we get to information, this is quite funny. One of his favoured personnel is Lionel Messi. Wonder what he's doing now. He's a manager. He's the manager of Argentina. Wow. Simon Wakefield's in there as well for Everton. Really good achievement. Marcus Grant. Leo Johnston from Everton in World Team of the Year. Jack Osborne and Howardson as well. Then 2 seasons ago, Marc-Andre ter Stegen still getting in World Team of the Year. Ben Kearney, Daniel Jordan. We've got Rui Couto. Renato Sanchez is in there. Vestergaard. Springer. Instead of Springer, it's Springer. On the bench, Marcus Grant, Wolf Jr., Howardson and Chris Reed. And then this season just gone, once again it's ter Stegen. How old is he now? 37 years old, and he's still getting in World Team of the Year. That is just ridiculous. Howardson is also in there. Daniel Jordan, Junior Scorpio, Piero Gay, Lee Gamble, Ewell David, Stephen Wolf Jr., Chris Reed, Springer, Cal Hoff, Marcus Grant, Rui Couto, Messi, Lionel, Ben Kearney and Daniel Carter. Nearly a whole team. We've only got Marcos, Glenn Nash and ter Stegen. Oh, Regani as well. These are the world rankings. England top because of all the players we've given them. In fact, we need to look at the World Cup, don't we? What happened in the World Cup? They've won it again. Well, England. Oh, wow! They beat Scotland in the final. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We can't see the game, which is annoying. But they won 2-0 in extra time. So let's have a look at the actual match. If we just go back to last year, then we can see it, can't we? In fact, it was ages ago. It was 2026. I didn't show you. It's a long time ago. So we can see the goal scorers in the World Cup for England. You can see Wakefield, Stephen Wolf Jr. got a couple goals, and Kelsey scored in the initial game against Algeria. Against Serbia, Stephen Wolf Jr. with another goal. Against Qatar, he scored another goal, and Daniel Jordan also scored. We beat Brazil in the second round. Jack Osborne and Stephen Wolf Jr. with another goal. Chile, he got another. Elliot Kelsey and Jeff Golden with the other goals. Look, Messi and Lionel scored 2 goals for Chile. And then Stephen Wolf Jr. with 2 more goals. How many did he score in this World Cup? And then in the final, he scored another. Leo Johnston with the other as well. He doesn't play many games for England. Actually, he does. 34 goals in 76 games. He has played quite a few games for England. He scored a lot of goals as well. It's a really good achievement. Wow, that's impressive, actually. Is that the most goals in a World Cup? Let's have a look at the records. Most goals in a top goal scorer, Stephen Wolf Jr. Yeah, 9 goals in that World Cup alone. That was an unbelievable tournament from him, from the best player ever, maybe. You could argue. Actually, I want to see Scotland in that World Cup. I'm interested because we've got loads of Scottish players. I want to see how they coped. If we just go through 3-0 win in the first game, we saw Chris Harris with 2 and Kieran Dixon with the other. Then Sean Watson with 2 goals. Against Jamaica, Dixon and Sean Watson with 2 goals. Against Australia, Chris Harris scored. Then they won on penalties in the quarters final. Also penalties in the semi-final where Sean Watson got a goal. And then the final, unfortunately, let them down. The Euros, though, in 2028 were won by Portugal. And we've obviously got Rui Couto in that one. They won 4-1 in the final. Wonder if any of our players managed to score in that game. No, I don't think so. Bernardo Silva. They've got Renato Sanchez, remember, as well. Oh, Rui Couto scored a penalty in the quarterfinal. Can't forget the International League as well, which England has managed to win again. But we saw Italy win it in 2021. We've got a few Italians. Where there's 1 Spanish player, the guy that defected from England, and we've got Germany winning it against Ireland in the final in 2025. But England managed to beat Portugal in the 2027 final. Champions League then. So the last few years had a few different winners and teams that have a lot of representation from our players in. We've got PSG winning it in 2027, then Man City, then Arsenal winning it for the third time on this save. Man United won it 3 times, Arsenal won it 3 times. Man City have finally won something because they've not been particularly good, have they? Beating Man United in the final, what a clash. But Spain have done really poorly. They've not won a single won, have they? PSG have won 2. We've got England winning it quite a few times. Juventus have won it 3 times. Barcelona and Real Madrid haven't won it at all. Real Madrid runners-up, despite having a lot of players, they've really flopped. Euro Cup, a lot of English teams in there as well. Stoke won it 3 years ago. They're also runners-up this season to Liverpool in the final. We've seen Lyon win it. Roma, Chelsea, Man City have won it twice. Spurs have won it twice. Liverpool now have won it twice from this save. Actually, Spurs have won it 3 times on this save. Here we go. Man City have started to win the league again after many years. Last time was 2014 in real life, but they've won 2 in a row. Arsenal won it 3 years ago though, so Arsenal have done really well on the saves. Chelsea have won it 5 times. Arsenal have won the league 5 times as well, actually. Arsenal have been runners up quite a few times. Let's just look at the most recent season. You can see Man City, Man United, Arsenal and Chelsea making up the top 4. Top goal scorer, Jack Osborne, 28 goals. Alex Newton with 25 as well. And there's me with 25 goals. Howardson, top average rating as you would expect. Lee Gamble, Vestergaard. Sam Morris, most assists. Oh, it's brilliant. Moving on to La Liga. It's been dominated by Real Madrid. 6 championships in a row. They've just been sensational. Top goal scorer isn't one of our players. Paulo Montraria, 23 goals. Junior Scorpo, highest average rating. And Chad Chadson on there. Oh, I love Chad Chadson. What a hero of the series. Plays for Real Madrid. Has been there for quite a few years now. Portuguese Premier League. Porto and Benfica have basically swapped around every single year. Well, not every single year. They've won. Look, Porto 2 years in a row. Benfica 2 years in a row. Porto 2 years in a row. Benfica 2 years in a row. Maybe. Serie A. We've had 3 different winners in the last 3 years. This is brilliant. Lazio managed to win it. Roma and then Juventus. I think Lazio have a couple of players as well. Let's just have a look at the league this season, which was won by Juventus. Any of our players on this? Yuval David, most assists. Fabara, third best clean sheets. Ligue 1, similar story. PSG dominating. Lyon have finally come back to finish second every single year. But it's boring. PSG win it every single year, and we've just improved them by enabling them to sign all these incredible players. Vestergaard, joint second top goal scorer. Darko, highest average rating. Kelsey, most assists. Bieland, second most man of the matches. Nick Hoover, most clean sheets. German first division, Bayern Munich have come back and won 3 titles in a row. Domination. Few players featuring in here. Ruddy, Andreas Egg. Ruddy's the San Marino guy, so he's done really well. Brendan Bryan, most clean sheets. He's the American. I assumed he was the American number 1, but maybe Nick Hoover has made some more caps. 79 caps, 48. Can Brendan Bryan overtake him? Brendan Bryan is the better player. Oh, what have I done here? Muddled everything up. Look, and Nguyen, 128 caps for America. He's one of our guys. Matt Ruder, 112 caps. Then we've got Nick Hoover and Brendan Bryan. And finally, the Ladbrokes Premiership. After that one blip from Celtic, they've won 3 in a row, beating Aberdeen to the title the last 2 years. Top goal scorer wasn't Kieran. Well, he was joint top goal scorer, Kieran Dixon. So I think that's it for today's overview. If you've enjoyed it, please hit the like button. I've got a question for the next series. What should I call it? Maybe make some suggestions in the comment section below. Like, it could be emulating Carlos Fierro, emulating a Football Manager legend, or it could be emulating Messi again. That'd be a bit boring though. Emulating Ronaldo, but I've done that before. Like, it could be a historical figure, emulating Cruyff, emulating Puskas, like emulating anyone. Just make some suggestions in the comment section below, and maybe I'll have a poll at some point, because it'd be great to have different names for the series each time. Basically, in tribute to the world stars, the world football stars that we've seen over the years, or even Football Manager legends rather than actual real football stars. So yeah, feel free to put your suggestions in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Once again, sorry there's no emulating Messi extra episode, but there will be one for the point where I holiday up to the age of 34, which will probably be out at the end of the week. Like I said, I'm going to be away for a few days, so probably 5 or 6 days until the next part comes out. But until next time, enjoy Football Manager, enjoy your week, and I will see you very soon.